viewers all over the world. Today, Ego Studio is coming up with another fantastic program. You know, our channel is purely about preserving Esan culture, custom, language, traditions, and altogether. We are always on Esan messages. Today, we are going to be bringing in another program, and this program has to do with Esan music. You see, every people or every tribe have their own music, just as Esan people have their own too. But it doesn't stop there. Now, there are reasons or there are questions we need to ask about our Esan music. One, why are there music in Esan? Two, what messages do Esan music pass to Esan people? Three, why do we compose music at all? And in fact, there are so many. And four, what different type of music known to us as Esan people? You see, if I ask these questions now, many of you will not be able to answer them. The reason we decide to look for somebody who is versed in these areas to dig deep and produce answers to these questions. You see, this is not just an interview. This is an interview we are going to have with a real specialist in the field, someone who knows it, someone who knows how to present the whole thing that you will be convinced beyond any doubt. So I wouldn't want to mention the name for now, but you'll be very, very happy to watch this program from the beginning to the end because you are going to gain a lot from it. Watch out as we go for the main interview now. Your host, Sunday Ehimari Inegbinose, Ego Studio, London, UK. Please stay, I don't go away. Yeah, you're welcome back to Ego Studio. You know, I promised you that we are going to be having a very wonderful interview today with one of our leading Esan sons. And right here, he's here with me. You see, he's an academic and a leading educationist, a lecturer, and above all, a professor. You see, I really want to say that we are grateful that we are having him here today because it is not always easy having people of his own caliber here on set. But due to the love he has for Esan language, traditions, custom, and all that, that's the reason he decided to add his voice to the progress we are making in promotion of Esan values. So we are going to be starting now with this personal introduction because I can't do it all myself. So, sir, you're welcome to go to the sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, your introduction is some people want to meet you, sir.
I am Charles Onomudo Aluede. I am from Ewato in Esan Southeast Local Government area of Edo State. Essentially, I'm a professor of music, but my area of specialty is ethnomusicology and music therapy. I'm an African studies scholar, and I teach in Ambrosali University, Ebuma. Beside that, I'm also an adjunct professor to University of Venda, South Africa, and a research fellow to African Music Institute in South Africa. Thank you very much.
Wow, that's plenty, sir. Yeah, straight to the interview, sir. Sir, what is music in Esan language, sir?
Yeah, well, first of all, I would like to look at what music is to all of us.
Okay.
Put simply, we will say music is the combination of sounds that are pleasing to the ears. Yes. That is the general assumption. But in Esan, we do not have one word for music. You will agree with me. If I ask you now, what is music?
I should be asking you, sir.
Yeah. Because in Esan, we have different segments that make a whole. Okay. And so, we see music, for example, as dance. We see dance as music, even though we know, too, that in Esan, there may be some musical typologies that may not go with dance.
Okay.
Now, Ihweni is drumming or instrumentation.
Okay.
Ilo is song. Aswilo is they are singing.
Okay.
Agbishen is they are dancing. So these components all reside under that umbrella music. But to say in Esan we have a word, an equivalent word for the English form of music is not there.
Wow.
We don't have it.
What means music comprises of singing, dancing, playing, and all together, right?
Yeah. Put differently, you say it's a branch of fine arts. When you say in Esan, it's actually a branch of fine arts.
Okay.
In which case, music, dancing, instrument construction, costume design, acting, directing, they all come.
Okay, under art now.
Oh yeah, under music.
Okay.
That is why, of course, it is possible for you to see an Igbabonelimi dancer running for a long time and stopping to almost look at you, look at the other end, shout, and run back to the ensemble.
Okay.
Yeah, they are all part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Now, what are the purposes of music? Why do people sing, sir?
Yeah, you say purpose. Why do they sing? That one will not take us to the functions of music in any given society, including Esan.
Okay.
First of all, I would have even loved to go to how do you think, or under what condition do you think music may have originated?
Okay, fine. I think it is even better that way.
Yes. In the Vedic philosophy, for example, they believe that music is for the heavenlies, so that man will not die of depression. They opened windows so that some could filter down. That partly explains why, for example, in very many cultures, you will find literature on exactly how music began is unknown, but it could be attributed to God. And the Bible also tells us in the book of Zephaniah that he is the Lord your God and he will sing over his people with joy. So which means if God himself is the author of music. And bringing it down to our level in Esan, we also have myths governing the origin of music. For example, there is a general view that Igbabonelimi may have originated from the kingdom of the gorillas, that a hunter went in there and pried into their privacy and was able to come back home with ideas of how that dance could be orchestrated or arranged or performed. You see, at no point was it ever said that music was humanly created. These myths, these tales allude to the fact that music is from God's kingdom.
Wow.
Now to the functions. I want to take it so that it will be in a logical form.
Okay.
When a daughter is to be given out in marriage, music is made. When she delivers, be it a boy or a girl, music is made.
Okay.
When a child loses the first tooth, music is made.
Okay.
When you want to suit the child to make sure the child goes to bed without disturbing either or both parents, music is made. Housewarming, music is made. Initiation into any age group, music is made. Right? In birth, music is made. Death, music is made. Yeah. I may have talked about birth before, and I'm coming back again to birth. Because from research, my personal research, I have also seen that women in labor are subjected to music.
Serious?
Yes, to attenuate. You see, that takes me again to music healing. We'll still get to that today. Okay. That's another function.
Okay.
Yes. It can be used again to look for somebody who has missed his or her track in the bush.
Okay.
It is used for communication. It is used to cause tension. It is also used to solve issues. Now, I mentioned something that may be strange to you, that is it possible to perform music for somebody in labor?
In fact, I think it's difficult.
Yeah, it's very common. There, in East Africa, for example, there is Kipanga music. It is performed by women who have gone through falling into labor.
Okay.
Although falling into labor is no sickness, but it comes with considerable pains.
Yeah.
And so because of that, those who have had the experience gather around the hut where they are taking delivery, and they begin to sing songs. These songs are rendered to attenuate the pains associated with delivery.
Okay.
And here in Esan, I have also noticed that among Iyayi people, which people actually erroneously call Osenugegbe,
Okay.
Among Iyayi worshippers, women who are about to put to bed or who are in labor are often anointed with palm kernel oil, ude. And they have some circle of songs that they sing. Abiele soma baby ho, abiele soma maybe ho, abiele soma maybe ho, abiele soma maybe ho.
Okay.
Omo egbe mea, omo igba shendo, omo igba shendo. So this child, do not kill me. No matter how many the seeds of the alligator pepper they don't burst, they don't break the case.
Okay.
You see it now.
Okay.
So there are so many myths associated with childbearing in Esan. Okay. One of such is that when a woman wants to deliver, she has one leg in this world and the other leg in the other world. So that fear is always there.
The fear, the risk, and all together.
So it goes with prayers, supplications, songs, so that the pain will not be there, will not be felt as much, so that the lady will push as at when due,
and the fear will be minimized too.
Will be attenuated. And so, in rendering those songs, in getting to tell her that, if we could do that, if we have passed through it, don't worry, this thing will pass you by.
Okay.
The lady is further reassured. And lo and behold, it will come and go. So they have ways of using such songs to manage the pain associated with childbirth.
You have mentioned that we sing different music for different seasons.
Yes.
But sir, if I may ask, can we sing the same music maybe during the one that is sung during child labor, maybe again during child naming or during burial, the same song as those periods?
That takes us to the issue of social control. One, in the performance of music. There are rules. Even although Esan people are musical as a race, there are also laws governing, for example, who should sing, and when it should be done, and why it should be done. Are you following?
Yeah.
I'll give you an example.
Okay.
I started by mentioning social control. A woman who has gone to have carnal knowledge of another man, a married woman, who has gone to have carnal knowledge of another man other than her husband,
Igbogele now,
which is Igbogele,
right,
will need to be purified. That is, if the husband still wants her
as a wife.
Okay? Now, it is the women that will superintend over that ritual. Am I right? Is it not so in your area?
Very, very well. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Okay. Men are usually not part of it.
They are not even allowed to be close.
They are not allowed to. So, and to further spite the woman for carrying out that action, non-musical instruments are used in the accompaniment of the songs. When I say non-musical instruments, I'm talking of sound producing materials that may not be musical instruments as such.
Okay.
Broken pots,
Okay.
broken plates,
Buckets.
It could be rubber or pan,
or even stick,
bottle against
maybe spoon.
Then shells of snails,
okay,
either tied around the lady's neck or hands or waist, as the case may be, considering the intensity of the offense.
Okay.
And when these songs are performed and she is later absolved of her immorality or irregularities, you do not see her again another day and begin to sing the songs after her.
Okay.
You do not.
Meaning that song is seasonal for a reason.
Yeah, that will also take us to seasonality. But you see, it is socially controlled. Whoever does that could be brought to the village square.
Okay.
It's not so. And even when, no matter the magnitude of quarrel that she is to have with a king's man, woman, or neighbors, you don't go back to that.
Okay. It'll be done and settled.
It's in the past.
Okay.
Okay? Now, on who performs, like I said.
Yeah.
You know, there are rights in our community that will require the eldest man to pray over the person and sing one or two songs.
Okay.
We are no longer looking at how sonorous the voice is. After all, the voice of an aged man, a man in his 90s, will not be sonorous.
Not at all.
But we're not looking at the functionality
of that music.
Yeah, of that music, of that exercise. You see it?
Yeah.
Now, it will be aberrant to perform a burial song when marriage is being done.
Okay.
It's not possible. Nor go and perform a funeral song when people are celebrating the birth of a new child. We know. The code is there. We already know that you don't do this. You don't do it. Even if anybody wants to raise such, no, it is not for this kind of ceremony. We don't do this. They know. So there are songs for event A. There are selected songs for event B. There are songs for event C. So if you have grown and you are well groomed in this culture, you will know. And there are also songs in Esan that are never rehearsed.
They just come up.
Yes.
Like that.
Not that they come at the spur of the moment. But the people already know the items to select when they get there. Because nobody can ever provide a home for such rehearsals to take place. Wherever that rehearsal, wherever that song is being performed, there is this general assumption, which is of course very exact, that, oh, this thing has happened there.
Okay.
I'll give you an example.
Okay.
If you are passing by and you hear ladies drumming these non-musical instruments that I mentioned, and don't you know what's happening there?
Okay, they are trying to purify a woman that is into adultery, right?
Yes. And so they will not first of all stop at the compound of anybody to say, if we get there today, these are the songs we will sing.
Not at all.
That is the case of burial songs too. They cannot, nobody can stop in somebody's compound now begin to sing. That takes me to one adage. You cannot do that.
No.
Oh no, only me. Okay. So you are going to wherever the remains will be interred. You are not going to stop somewhere. Am I right?
Sure. You are very well,
so,
sir.
If you hold your drums and you want to go and perform Uju or whatever, you will know, oh, that's the venue. But let us just sing from here. But that is where we are going to.
Yeah.
You don't go sing burial songs in the homes of other people because nobody wants to die, no matter how old. Right?
Very correct, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah. Now, we some people have different kind of dances and all that.
Yes.
So I want to mention some of them to our hearing because I'm sure many of us don't know them, sir.
Okay. Let us start this way. Ilo mama woribona sosa ha egeni. Oh, sorry. What I'm trying to say is that there are songs that parents, grandparents perform at night. These are folk songs. Sometimes they are used as prelude, interlude, or postludes in storytelling.
Okay.
And children who are of age, we always join, learn them, as also learn to sing them. They may not go with many musical instruments other than hand clapping. They may not also go with rigorous dancing. But children are taught these songs right from infancy. But having said that, there are quite, you asked me a question just now, dances. So you see, in which case, I want to see that we are going to be using it interchangeably.
Okay.
Dance. Oh, music. When we say music is dance, dance is music. We may know, but although I will still struggle within this presentation to give you some examples of dance, music without dance.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get there. Remind me, I'll tell you.
All right, sir.
Now, there is Ijelege. In some areas, it's called Ikpegbegbe.
Okay.
And in Ugboha, it is called Ikpegbegban.
Okay.
There is Igbabonelim in this way. But in our area, it is called Ihialimi.
Okay.
Yes. Now, there used to be Ilo. There used to be Obodori Wafe. Now, Asonogun is still there thriving.
Okay.
Asonogun, but not Abanyo. You know.
Any difference between the two, sir?
Is there any difference?
I thought that.
Okay. Abanyo is a derogatory term for Asonogun because, you know, it was meant to spite the dancers. Abanyo, father of drinks.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and you know, that's a way of demeaning the arts.
Okay.
Of course, wherever there is going to be a performer, there will be drinking. It's not sufficient to say Abanyo Kira.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Asonogun. Okay. Then we may also have their own form then that you call here or Jeke and so on.
Okay.
Then Ilo, Ilo used to be very nice, although it was a little bit.
Can you give a little description of that Ilo, sir?
Yeah, Bonia. So they said that you can see what I was doing a little bit, you know.
Okay.
Somebody could just take flight, take a little step, and it's on top of the building. Take another step, it's back here. You know, they were
flying from.
They were able to do strange things with that kind of dance.
Okay.
That time.
Okay.
And sometimes it is performed for aged people.
Okay.
Where women will want to dress like men when they have reached a particular age grade to honor maybe a departed or whatever.
Like the eldest woman out there
in the community. Now, there are also dances that may not have the same name.
Okay.
So,
Ihio, right.
And of course, people try to, even when they are the same dance, people try to give one or two names to them to distinguish, to cut out a niche or to mark out their territory. Aha, boha, big. But you may still go to another place. Okay, big.
Okay.
You see it?
Same dance,
so
different names.
But different names because they, of course, when we were growing up, this Igbabonelim and the rest, they were in the villages. They were in various towns. But today, they're not in the hands of certain individuals. They're no longer in the villages.
Very this time.
So, but the ones we can readily see now, because even if we go mentioning many others, they are not available. We will not be able to immediately cite example. Recently, a friend came to me asking if we could get Ijelege ready for them. We made a call. Udomi is no longer there.
Wow.
Edenu is not there. Maybe we would have been able to get, but no one would have been willing to travel on this route because of current challenge.
Yeah.
So it's a problem. So what we really have now, really very slim. They are limited. They are just between Asonogun and Ibabonelimi. Then, of course, where there's a modern one, I must talk about that. It's trending and it's okay. That's Odide.
Right, Kokoma, right?
Odide, Kokoma, yes. Yes. It's very common here now. It has been accepted and it's actually blooming. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So now, with modernity competing with our local musical instruments, what do you think we should do now as Esan people to preserve our Esan songs, dances, and all that? Now, if you look at it very well now, like the use of samba, gogo, and all that is not as much as it is now, because most modern dances now goes with guitar, piano, keyboard, and all that. What do you think we should do as some people to preserve our songs from extinction, sir?
I'm glad you have asked this question. I'm also glad that, well, of course, if you can sing, you can dance. And if you can talk, you can sing. Okay. You know, when you walk, you're actually dancing.
Okay.
So, but that is not to say there is nothing like professionalism when it comes to musical performances.
Okay.
But why I'm saying this is I am happy that you have known, you have seen that there is a problem.
Yeah, very well.
It's a problem. So what do we now do? Okay. So it has to do with the principle I will talk about two principles.
Okay.
One will be human resource application. Human resource application. Say, for example, in the days of later Hizoka, he was sending some persons abroad to go and study.
Okay.
You know him?
Yeah. Polizoka.
Yeah. It wasn't some people that taught those people that went to the UK to study. They were taught by white people. They may have been given examples there, white examples. So it was left for them. I'm not saying they didn't do it too. Mm-hmm. It was left for them to come back home, look at the situation, and now know the examples to give while teaching their students.
Okay.
So if we have seen that even their instruments we cannot buy because of naira, dollar, pound sterling, euro, and so on now, and that the local ones are striving to not be like white people, there is no encouragement, not even from local government or from philanthropists around. So what do we do so that our music will not die? That is the question.
Yeah.
What do we do? So, and I said, human resource application. Music is essentially sound. No matter how you discuss it, music is sound. So what are you doing with that sound? How do you intend to make the sound exportable? How do you intend to document it so that it will be there for posterity? That's the question.
Yeah.
The reason we are here is because I want to give few examples about that principle of human resource application, and I also talk about progressive traditionalism. If we do not want our songs to die, we should be able to use them in a different way. The text remains. That is the beauty of Esan song. Now, today, I will be giving an example of one song that has to do with Omo, that tells you about the importance of Omo in Esan. Then I'll take another song, relying on that principle of traditionalism, an Iyayi song that originally would be played with drums and so on, but I bring it back to the piano. And you will see it. Then I will take Christy Ogba's song on death. You will see that if you listen to that song, you will know that where death goes with a sign of finality, it ends the course of human event. Mother rock by time. So let us start. Let's go back to the one on the importance of children.
All right.
So here we'll see where if you get to the market where they find clothes to buy, don't buy for me. But should you ever get to the market where children, of course, children are not sold, but it tells you that they value children. They are more interested in children. So put side by side, they would rather forgo clothes and go for children. So there's a moral lesson we need to learn. Today we hear of human sacrifice here and there. A lot of things are happening. But you see, these songs could help instill into our children that human life is sacred.
Sacred.
Yeah, that's we should not stain our hands. Now, I want to take the other song. I will tell you how it used to be. That one used to be an Iyayi song.
Okay. One song, two different beating. Arrangement, right?
Yeah, but the song remains.
Okay.
Wherever it is performed, you will know it used to be there. So you see, we are still connecting with our roots, but in a different way. So I am saying that our song should reincarnate in new forms. Let's retain them. Let's find
the message should remain.
The message will be there.
The beating can be changed.
Also, that bonus.
Yeah, exactly. Just like we just performed.
That is it.
There were two songs, but same thing.
Yeah.
But the beating made this different.
That is it.
I think we need far more extras. Huh?
Yeah. Now, let's go to Christy Oba's work. Nobody can find death to plead with, to pacify. When death comes, you cannot say, hold on a bit. It is with your own body you will embark on that journey of death. You see, in that song, we have quite a lot of moral lessons to learn. We know that death is real. will we all go? Now that we know death is real and we will all go, what stops us from doing good? Do good. So that even when we go, our legacies will remain. Yes. It's a very good moral lesson. It's a good one for everybody. So,
and that song is not just another song.
It's
about the preaching of his own day.
Yes. One, you could see it as a dirge. Yeah, it is. But it is loaded with admonition. To those living, learn to number your days, because it will come. And whenever it comes, you cannot say, oh, hold on a while. I'm not yet ready.
Many Esan songs are even advisory or they teach. They teach.
Yeah,
and they are kind of strong moral message to some people.
Yet is it. But again, if I may go back to where we started from, can you perform this song during childbirth?
No.
Can you perform this song during marriage?
No, it's not possible.
So we all know. We all know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we see Oliver is asking for more, sir.
Okay. Let me try to do something for you.
That was another good one. I think you need to tell us one or two things about that music, sir.
Yeah. Well, if you know what you are trying to do now, you won't even want to do it. Because wherever this one would go, Antonia Edowaye Usiolo's name will be mentioned. Yeah, she was my classmate then at the Abraka Music School. I first heard this song from her. And I now had to write it as a choral piece for SATB, soprano, alto, tenor, bass. And the story I wrote along with it is an orphan going to live with a wealthy child, a wealthy family.
Right. That
they never assisted in any way, but they just enslaved her, used her as a slave. But well, as God will have it, as nature will have it, later in life, she became okay. So, but even at that, she had that pain in her. That's whenever I remember, unless I forget, each time I remember, tears will rush down.
Okay, the past life now.
Oh, yes, they really dehumanize her. They really reduce her. You can imagine, for example, a caregiver to children who will prepare children for school, take them to school gate and walk back to come and prepare their lunch, but we never step to school. When I remember, so unless I forget, each time I remember, tears will come. So that is just the short form. If we were to go further with the song, I will always say, I will work and follow. Yeah, the woman is now rich. It's grown, but that scar,
the pain of what happened in the past was
still there. Still there. So I got it from Tonya, and I'm still grateful to her. She is now Mrs. Agboimpo. Incidentally, she's married to an Uromi person, so though they are resident in Warri, but I first heard that song from her and I developed it.
And
I've made piano music out of it. I've made a choral music out of this same song.
And again, this music is another strong message again.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Wow, that's fine, sir. Thank you for that, sir. Yeah. Sir, let us look at Esan music and song. I know we have musicians, dance troupes, and all that.
Yeah.
Sir, in your idea, how do you think we can preserve these music, dances, and all together, sir?
Yes. Thank you very much once again.
Yeah.
There are many ways. There is nothing wrong, for example, if at the local government level we sponsor one or two musical groups. There's nothing wrong.
Okay.
The local government said they have Ministry of Culture and so on there now. They have some units there.
Where is that?
But if you go there, you will not see, you may probably not even see the staff.
No office. They
may not even be an office.
Okay.
You will not find things to rely on. But if they say, for example, that the governor is visiting, they will be running around looking for where to get one dance or the other to entertain the governor with. What is wrong if you have your own troupe?
Okay.
What is wrong? They may not be there in your local government premises. You should be able to collaborate. You should be able to have a memorandum of understanding so that wherever you are, wherever they are, you know them, you know how you assist, and so on. Then for the performing musicians, for example, I think the fate that has befallen them is the same as that has befallen teachers.
Okay.
If a teacher teaches you and you become wealthy in life, you may even see him and pass him. Your reason is that, after all, government
Paid him
for his services. Okay? But that ought not to be so. He may have gone off his way to admonish you, to ask you to run back to school and do not pass through the fence. Or that he may be passing one quiet evening and he will meet you playing football when indeed you are a common entrance student. And he could tell you, son, run home. If I come back and I see meet you here, I will flog you. Go and read. Exam is around the corner. These are services they may have rendered outside the classroom. And so wherever you see them, also try to assist them in such a way that more years will be added to their years in life so that they don't die in abject poverty. So now, what stops some of us, when I say some of us, let me use the royal we, what stops us from supporting some musicians, some traditional groups, so that they can keep that tradition alive? Your candle loses nothing when it lights another. If I want to reduce it to call Esan, we should be able to help ourselves. And I'm here, in some cases, you have a major ceremony, but you are thinking that you should bring a band from Benin. Not every Esan man understands Benin, but you are doing that as a kind of status symbol. The band that came to perform for my mother's burial came from Benin.
Kind of status, try to be pride.
Yeah. Why don't you use these people? If their instruments may not be good enough, why don't you support them? Why don't you help equip them so that they can also service your neighborhood? It's a major problem.
Yeah, sir, on the final note now,
Yeah.
we know you are deeply rooted in Esan music and you understand it so well. I would now want you to give us a picture of what you have in your mind on how best you feel Esan music can be taken to the next level, promoted and all that. So just generally now, talk to the Esan.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, when I was introducing myself, I was trying to be very careful because speaking ill of others may be a dishonest way of praising self. I try to choose my words carefully. But as we speak right now, I am the director of Center for Studies in Esan Music and also the music director of Hearts of Music Foundation. It's there. Maybe over time I will share the URL with you.
Okay.
So it's there. I feel that there are a lot longing to be done about music in Esan. First of all, let us gather these 4 songs and document them. Many years ago, a Nigerian professor from Uromi, professor of music from Uromi, visited Nigeria. He's Sean Okpebolo. He's from Okpebolo family. This Ray Roya,
the family, right?
Yeah, he's in the US.
Okay.
And he came, because he was writing an opera, and he wanted to use African songs. In that opera. So he came, he flew down to Nigeria to gather some. So you see that you never can tell what we will have done should we let these songs die away. So, but I think we will do more if we document them. How do we document them? It can go beyond just mere recording. We can make music softwares available, Sibelius, Finale, Note Score. Let's write the songs, let's document them, pile them up. Some of our children may come tomorrow who may want to do music, who may want to be composers.
Okay.
And they will find raw materials
available
to fall back to. For example, now, you will see that Chinua Achebe's works are loaded with proverbs. They are proverbs from his people. But he has helped to move them from that level to a global level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, at House of Music Foundation, we are documenting Esan songs, which we are arranging and rearranging for brass bands. So we also need support to be able to get these musical instruments like trumpet, cornets, tuba, euphonium, saxophone, not saxophone this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that type again.
Yeah, saxophone. So that we'll be able to also groom children who will be desirous to promote the music of our people. If those who are skilled in the art are no more, it means the art itself will die. So today, our music is just there lying fallow with nobody to inherit them. Amojo Ameniwewe used the guitar to accompany his songs. Esan Mistressy. And Umobware used Afan. You see, but they were all mistress. You say that while Umobware was playing Afan alongside Agidigbo and the rest, but Amojo brought in the guitar. But they were still Esan songs. The stories were real. So you could support a people with whatever you have at your disposal. It could even be donating musical instruments to them.
Okay.
So that they too will add many years to the years of these songs that are lying low, lest they vanish into the oblivion. So once again, I want to rest my plea with a whole lot of us learning to do good, for our candles lose nothing if we light others. Thank you.
On the final note now, I want you to talk to us about just anything you might now on the final note.
Yeah. I want to say, as a matter of finality, that I am grateful to you all, the drivers of this project, Ego TV,
Exactly, sir.
London, UK.
Thank you very much, sir.
I am grateful to this young man, Mr. Sunday Inegbenose, because the previous interview I did alongside with Professor Matthew Azingbebi Zibili had many likes, and is even the precursor of this now and many others that will still come. And wherever we are, whatever positions we may find ourselves, I will still want to remind us that our candle will always lose nothing when we light others. We should learn to assist people so that vacuums will not always be there when suddenly we are not there to occupy that space that we have always occupied. So having said that, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I am grateful. God bless you all.
Amen. Yeah, thank you very much, my prof. We feel so happy having you on set today, and I would say that most of us or most people that have been watching us must have been blessed by your messages. In fact, the messages you've sent today are so many. One, you've told us what music is all about. Two, why people sing. Three, you've also told us how to preserve our music. And you've told us again how to modernize and export our music. And finally, again, you even went ahead to tell us that we should be reaching out to other people that are into music by assisting them so that our music will not go into extinction. Yeah. And one of the strongest advice you gave again was that there's a need for the government to stand up and assist in this area of our music.
Yeah.
Like the council,
the
Ministry of Art and Culture.
Yes.
We know fully well it's almost not in existence, because it's like they are not just doing anything. It's like they are only there in shadow, but in reality, they are not founded, or they cannot be there. That they should wake up. Actually, you made a very strong point. It should not be out of place to add to that, what you have just said. It should not be out of place for the art commission or ministry to document all the musicians in the local government area and look for where they can assist them. They can do it. I'm sure, even if it is by a little assistances in the area of provision of instruments, it will be bad. Again, we have...
it can even be in the area of training and retraining.
Okay.
Yes.
Imagine again now, we have Babanelimi dancers and all that. They are now being owned by private individuals.
Yeah.
What stops the council, even the palaces in Esan land, from making sure all these dances are working again? Because it makes no sense in the kingdom there will be any traditional dance troupe. It makes no sense. The king should wake up too, because you guys, you are the preserver of our traditional institution, and music and dances are part of it. Why are you guys quiet, doing nothing about it when the music are dying in your presence? It makes no sense. And on the final note, he made an advice to all these people. Whatever you are, if you are Esan and you have maybe marriage, burial, whatever, housewarming or that, please, as some people, make sure you use Esan musicians. Yeah, learn to use them. By using them constantly, have ways of growing them. And growing them, maybe by the time they keep growing, they will have enough for more instruments. Those guys you are carrying from maybe from Yoruba, Igbo, and all that, they have instruments. That's why you see your feel they are better than the ones you have here. If our own still have those instruments, yeah, they'll be better than those ones too. So let us learn to at least use the ones we have to satisfy what we want to do. So on that note, we say a big thank you to all of you for watching us all this while. And please learn the lessons our prof have just told you. And I want to appeal to our prof that some other time again, we'll be glad to be here. Even if tomorrow, we won't waste time, we'll be here, because there are a lot you are owing us. You are going to tell us, because what did your mind, we never know, it plenty. So we must come and tap from it from time to time. So we're very happy to, each time we come, your doors will be open to come in and tap from your wealth of experiences. So once again, we say thank you, and that Esan Land is proud of you, sir. Okay. So on that note, we say big thank you for watching. Your host, Sunday Ayemari Neglese, he goes to London. Thank you and goodbye.